Greetings guys and gals, Chuckwagon here, and today we're going to start a series on classic Battlefield game modes. With the recent announcement that we would be getting more content for Battlefield 4, and with the news we heard a couple of weeks ago about one of the new game modes for Battlefield Hardline, I wanted to take an opportunity to talk about some of the past game modes that may be fun to bring back to the Battlefield, or at the very least to discuss and reminisce about. So in part 1 of this series, we're going to go back to BF3 and look at a game mode that I still enjoy to this day, that being Gunmaster. Gunmaster debuted with the Close Quarters expansion and was also made available for the Aftermath DLC, and it was based off of a popular game mode from Counter-Strike called Gun Game. Now much like Gun Game, in Gunmaster you started off with a handgun and had to get 2 kills with that in each subsequent weapon, and had to finish by getting a knife kill, and if you successfully accomplished this, you were declared the winner. This was one of the more challenging and trying game modes, but pretty damn satisfying when you got that knife kill or even finished at a high level. Now it still pitted 2 factions against one another, the US and Russians, but it was for all intent and purposes an all-for-one game mode, which still made it a lot of fun. There were several variations of this mode on the various servers that had it as part of their respective rotations, the most common one being, of course, the standard mode. And you would start off with the aforementioned handgun, and you would have to get 2 kills with that starter weapon before leveling up to the next weapon, and this would of course continue until one player got a knife kill and was declared the winner. When I was first introduced to this game mode, I was like, what in the hell is this insanity? You had people running around with every type of weapon imaginable, from the Magnum to the LSAT to a grenade launcher, and it was just all absolute chaos for me at first. I remember always getting to about level 6 where the shotguns were introduced, and everything pretty much went on shutdown mode as my progress came to a screeching halt. But after getting familiar with how the game mode worked and played out, and eventually getting a better understanding of the shotgun mechanics, this easily became one of my favorite game modes to this day. One of the things I've always enjoyed about this game mode is when the end of the round music starts to play, and then goes on for several minutes as it seemingly gets louder and faster as you frantically try to kill anything that moves around you until you or that one fortunate player finally get the knife kill to end the round. Now, as I mentioned before, this was made available on the Aftermath DLC, which was by far my favorite DLC of all time in Battlefield 3, but one of the things that really made Gunmaster enjoyable for me was playing it on the Close Quarters DLC maps, as this made for some interesting confrontations, especially on Ziva Tower, which was my personal favorite of the Close Quarters expansion. While I did enjoy playing the other maps from that pack, there was just something about Ziva Tower that I still enjoy to this day. Now, some of the other variations of Gunmaster were just not that enjoyable to me as the standard game mode, especially the reversed normal mode, where you would start off with the sniper rifles, then go to your LMGs and carbines and ARs until you got down to the handguns and the eventual knife kill. I've never been any good at aggressive close quarter engagement sniper play, so it was a challenge at first, but a very much enjoyable one nonetheless. There was also your lightweight version of this, where it was basically handguns, shotties, and PDWs, and on the flip side of that, there was the heavyweight variant, where it was revolvers, ARs, and LMGs. There was also a pistol-only version, which was pretty enjoyable, and a sniper's delight, and a couple others mixed in as well. All very enjoyable, and I would love to see this game mode make a triumphant return to the battlefield and see how it plays out on some of today's maps. Let me know your thoughts on Gunmaster, and some of your memorable stories from this Battlefield 3 game mode. I'd love to hear how you guys remember it, and if you'd like to see it make a return to BF4 and even BF Hardline. That is all for today. As always, thanks for watching and supporting. It is greatly appreciated. If you liked today's video and found it beneficial or entertaining, please like and share. And if you enjoy the channel and are not already subscribed, please consider doing so now. And please help spread the word about the channel by sharing some content and directing your friends over to shuckwagongaming.com. And as always, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Until next Monday, take care, have a great week.